And welcome to the Triple Threat Podcast. I'm your host, Jay. Honored to be with you, of course, your guide as we navigate through the world of sports that we love and other things that interest us. Alongside of me, the rest of the triangle offense, the pick and pop, the pick and slide, the pick and fade, T-Nice, and my man Dave in the house. Fellas, hello. Let's make this a first show one to remember. Before we get started, before you guys introduce yourselves, as always, we're brought to you by the Beauty Rest Motel in the extremely average Edison, New Jersey, where they say, come on down and get your short stay. 15% off any rooms located on the first floor when you punch in the code COVID Cooties on their website. And I'm going to bring in, first we're going to bring Dave in, and then Tom, I'm going to get you unmuted as well. And you guys are live. Let's talk. Dave, you're first.
Yo, what's up, man? So, I'm one of the founding hosts, Dave, also known as Luke. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be bringing it, keeping it 100, keeping it real, honestly, real honest too, so brutal, but we're gonna have a lot of good times. So yeah, Niz, over to you.
Take it away, Tom.
Yo, you already know who I am. No, you don't. Well, I'm Niz. Hey, I'm just gonna keep it funky. Both of my favorite teams suck, so hey, that's all I'm gonna keep it. Let's go. I can't wait. I've been waiting a long time for this.
All right. On that note, we're going to start with the first quarter. So on the count of 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Let's do it. First quarter. What are we talking about, fellas?
Okay. Let's talk about, I guess, the current situation of the NFL, the current state of the NFL right now.
Yeah.
I'm a Bills fan, as y'all know. Okay.
Yes.
I am not comfortable at all playing the motherfucking Titans, yo. Not right now being where we are as a team. I don't think we need to really play them motherfuckers because at this point, they don't know who's sick. They don't know if somebody just got it yesterday. And then by Wednesday, they'll pop. And Tuesday, we'll play the game. So we don't know none of that shit. Being the Titans fucked up, I'm on board. I heard a solution earlier this week of forfeiting the game. I was on board with that. What y'all think?
Tom?
I had a bet with my guy, and I told him, I was like, week 7, the season will be shut down. And I seen on MSN.com earlier that the Chiefs, and I forgot what the team it was, 19 people tested positive. Maybe I'm behind because you know how MSN is, but I don't know. I think they should just shut it down. But I don't know. It's hard because I know Dave's team's 4-0, and, like, he don't want that. But, nah, man, I'm all about safety.
I know that the testing has been, from what I can understand, we're negative the last 2 days, right? So the game is going on as scheduled as of right now. So
yeah, I think so.
That was as of Friday, I believe. There were no tests, but yeah, as of right now, I believe we're talking about 23 positive tests, 13 players, I think, and 6 staff members and office staff or whatever the case. So yeah, it's a little shaky. If I
think, man, see, now that's the thing I didn't understand. You getting office personnel sick. Like, these motherfuckers should be working from home to begin with. Only people that should be allowed, I think, on campus are coaches and players.
Agreed.
And obviously, if you want to come down and just take a look, but you shouldn't have regular people in the building answering phones at their desks.
Yeah, but you have to realize, the NFL is a business. It's a regular business. So at the end of the day, paychecks, payroll, administrative things have to be taken care of the same way at any office.
But it's not a regular. All right, this is an $11 billion a year business. They can afford for every employee they got to be decked out, work from home with remote workstations. They could do that, at least keep the fucking – they were literally limiting half the personnel. There's only 53 guys to a team. There's like 300 people to an administrative department of an NFL team. You know, that's the bulk of your employees. Keep them home. The players obviously got to come in and play. That's just, I don't know. That's just my take on it. All people shouldn't be there at all.
Yep, I can't disagree with you there. Tom, your thoughts before we move on?
Hey, like, all right. So everybody knows the battle they're going into when they got to go fight, and everybody knows they're at risk for it. And I don't know, man. It's so many lives at stake. Like, guys getting tested positive, and they're saying like you won't test positive until 2 days after you have it, so you could go home and infect your family. And like, there's not a bubble like the NBA. You can go home and infect your family. You know what I'm saying? They're not staying. They can travel and be on planes and like that closed like space. Not saying they're not wearing masks, but I don't know. I just don't agree with it. I don't know. But hey, bookies got to make their money, and so do fantasy players like you two guys. I wouldn't know because I'm not a fantasy anymore, and I don't miss it.
You're lying.
This is the most stress-free. What?
You don't miss it.
You're lying. You miss it.
I know I put that on a WhatsApp like a month ago. I don't. Like, dude, I haven't watched it down all season. Not one. Not a one.
All right. Well,
I'm good.
I don't know what the hell you're doing with your free time, but I mean that sounds trash. It sounds like a trash life to me.
I'll give you a hint. It rhymes with Pornhub.
Wait, it rhymes.
All 8 hours on a Sunday, this?
Hey, I'm being honest.
That's what you got skin left for your hands.
What?
You got any skin left?
I'm blowing the whistle on that one.
I'm chafing, bro.
I'm blowing the whistle on that. Let's move on to the next topic. And actually, before we move on, I'm gonna give Dave his 45 seconds of who he's got in this game, this matchup against Bills and Titans. Is this game being played in Nashville? It is, yes. Who you got?
You serious? Who do I got?
Ill memories, bro.
Yeah.
All right. So first off, the Titans gonna probably be at half strength. To this minute, we don't know who on the Titans got it, but we know they're not gonna be in the game on Tuesday. You see what I'm saying? They had mad people test positive, so they're already gonna. They play us, we're gonna whip their ass badly. I don't even know if AJ Brown's gonna come back for this game or not. I got him on 3 fantasy squads. I've been waiting for him to come back all season, but yeah, I'm predicting maybe a 20, maybe 35-17 Bills.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Bills.
I
think they're going to be in the AFC title game.
Interesting.
I think so too. Yeah. Yeah, I think so too.
I think they're going to be in the AFC title game, bro. They're going to win that division. It's no question. They're going to win that division.
Yeah. Oh yeah, easy.
And when you look at the other teams in AFC, like who else is there? All the best team, the Chiefs. It's the Chiefs. That's it.
Yeah. No, the Ravens too. The
Ravens will have something to say in the end about that situation, but I think that the Bills can go toe to toe with the Ravens for sure, and I believe that they can. I think they can scare the hell out of the Chiefs, to be honest with you, if they're able to control the clock.
The Ravens don't scare the Chiefs. They don't scare them.
No, I know. We're not talking about the two teams. I'm talking about Buffalo. I'm talking about the Bills versus either one of those teams. Mm-hmm. Who's scared as far as those concerned? Okay. They aren't scared of the Chiefs. They feel like they probably have a good chance if they can get home field advantage and that game be played in Buffalo instead of Kansas City. You know, fans ain't going to matter at this point in time because I don't anticipate there being a whole lot of fanfare involved in the situation. So at the end of the day, both teams can brave the cold. They're both weather teams. So at the end of the day, they know how to play in the elements. I don't know about Buffalo because Buffalo is a different type of element. Kansas City is cold and snowy as well, but it ain't Buffalo. It ain't Albany. So, you know.
Baltimore is cold too.
Yo, I want to say, I don't know why people think that Tennessee is cold weather.
I never said
They don't really play in that colder weather. Their colder weather is like 55 down in Tennessee, down south.
That's not true. That's not true because if you go back and look at the AFC title games where the Ravens beat them, it was cold as shit when Ray Lewis picked up that. It was cold, bro. Tennessee gets cold, but
I think it was cold back.
Okay, that's another team. That's another team I forgot about. Tennessee. So it's 4 teams in the AFC. My bad. But no, come on, Ryan Tannehill. Come on, man.
Wait, you think Tennessee's going somewhere after this whole fiasco?
No. I'm just saying there's 4 teams in the AFC.
In the AFC, what? In AFC,
to be taken seriously. To be taken seriously.
You think that's what I'm asking. You think Tennessee can be taken seriously with what's going on right now?
That's hard to say because
look, I'll leave you with this last point, and we're gonna have to move on from this. But Tennessee, it's not about the player. You have to realize, even with this COVID situation, this is really nobody's fault. You have to realize, like, these people's families are free to go about their business. They're players. They're coming home to their family. They're not in a bubble. It's possible for anyone to contract this disease because there is no way to prevent it as of yet. So you can't blame Tennessee and say, well, you can't take their players serious because they're out getting COVID. This isn't intentional by any means. The only person that intentionally was at risk for COVID was Lou Williams when he was out there at, when he was out there at, King of Diamonds or whatever out there at Magic City, wherever he was at. Out there,
Magic City is worth it. I don't blame him at all.
when he was out there getting, hold on, let me show the quotations, wings.
He was out there for breast and thighs, kid.
Nah, you know what he was out there doing. Wait, let me hit it for you.
Oh yeah.
That's what he was out there doing. Let's move on, man. Blow the whistle. All right, so. Next topic. Matter of fact,
I'm impressed, yo. I'm impressed, kid. You got sound effects. This is nice. All right, go ahead.
Listen,
go ahead, kid.
Look, I'm trying to be a professional out here, But look, the next topic I think we should move on to. We can segue right into the NBA. That game last night. Woo! Wow, boy. I expected to have seen my last basketball game last night. However, that didn't happen because the Miami Heat lived to face another day. So, fellas, your thoughts on last night's victory over the Los Angeles Lakers?
You want me to go first, Dave? Or
go ahead. You started.
My first question is Drew coming on this episode? No, he's not, right? All right, okay. Cool.
I could make a call, but I don't think he wants to answer.
Nah, all right. Honestly, truth be told, I didn't watch it live, but I watched the fourth quarter earlier.
Yeah.
What the hell was Markieff Morris doing? What the hell was that?
Listen, I'm going to tell you like I told the Laker fan on Facebook yesterday when he was talking trash saying, why is Markieff Morris out there catching the ball, throwing it to the air? I'm going to tell you the same thing I told him. Watch what you say before that nigga come over here and beat you up.
Dude, you know what happened to Applebee's when the dude took his mom out? You already know what happened.
Yeah.
You're not going to get me to say nothing about Markieff Morris on this podcast. I got nothing but love for you, bro. I don't want no smoke.
All right. Okay. So, all right. I'll go on this. Man, Jimmy Butler, dude.
Yeah.
He's really good, but it's not even that. All right. And I've been reading online and social media and stuff about LeBron should have took that shot. And I seen what Dame Lillard said. Yo, Danny Green been putting in work. And, hey, he missed it.
Yeah.
Stop piling on Danny Green. Hey, he missed the shot. Hey.
But here's the problem. He really should have swung that pass because Caldwell Pope was wide open in the corner that he had been hitting shots all night. Nah, last night, last night Caldwell Pope was balling. He balled last night.
He was.
But
in the last minute in the game, you really want to give it to him? Come on, man.
no,
and then think about it.
Option. They were going to force the ball out of LeBron's hands, which they should have been doing down the stretch anyway in all of those possessions, but they couldn't. He was grown man beasting on these niggas and literally going to the hole, putting up yo, bruh, he was out here ball. I got to give it to LeBron last night. He's the only reason that they even stayed alive into this game because Anthony Davis is out there like a wounded dog. And I'm going to tell you right now that this thing is going back to virtual Miami, by the way. It's going back to virtual Miami for Game 6. Man, listen, if you
That's a good point.
It's scary.
That's a good point.
Scary.
I'm gonna bring up a point that I'm glad you brought that up because I think Miami Heat have the worst fans in the league. Like, think about it.
Yeah,
do you really feel like you have to play in an away game in the Miami? Come on, bro. They left before Allen hit that shot. Like, half of them left, bro. They left.
2013.
And think about when my Knicks used to. Come on, man. Who? It was more Knicks fans than Heat fans back in the days. Yeah, come on, man. It's so much.
Heat fans are trash. They trash.
Come on, bro. It's not like Laker fans, and even Laker fans are kind of fickle, and they show up late.
They can be.
But I think the bubble helped the Heat because it's no pressure. It's like I think it helped a lot of teams, and I think it hurt. I think it's a couple of teams. I think it hurt. I think it hurt the Nuggets, and I think it hurt the Sixers.
Yeah.
I think it helped Milwaukee to a certain extent, but I just don't think Milwaukee has enough. But at the end of the day, hey, it is what it is.
It should have helped the Sixers because I know they get tired of getting trashed by their fans all the time.
But when they're in the game, they're in the game. They're okay. I'm gonna ask y'all both this: if the power rankings are the most knowledgeable fans in NBA, y'all will put probably New York first, right? And I'm not saying that because I'm a Knicks fan, but New York is first, right? Knowledgeable basketball fans in the league. The Knicks fans are first. Yeah, Knicks fans are first. It's true.
I mean, if you
know about basketball.
Let me ask you this: if you grew up in LA, you be saying that?
What happened?
Grew up in LA, would you be saying that Knicks fans are the
most? Knowledgeable basketball fans, yes. Okay, think about it. All right, Dave, think about it like this. Do Knicks fans show up late to basketball games?
No.
Okay. Lakers fans do, and Miami Heat fans do.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So, let me reiterate that.
That is true. Every time, my bad, not to cut you off, but every time you go to the broadcast and MSN, them first 5 or 6 rows be full. They full.
Okay.
Like you show up to a Heat game, a Lakers game, them seats be empty as hell. I mean, rich people. I mean, but then again, Knicks fans is rich too. And them first 5 rows, them seats is not cheap.
I don't even want to Google those.
Nah, they expensive.
But it's like if you Google like just basketball fans. I'm not talking about football, but basketball. Like the Knicks are first. Knicks fans are first, and then hierarchy. You would put Spurs fans in there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Golden State somewhere in there. Go ahead, Dave.
I don't really know how to gauge knowledgeable fans. I don't know how to do that.
It's not hard.
Number. You can't quantify that. Like saying like this fan knows more. Because there might be a dude in Utah who knows more than a New York fan ever.
Okay, thank you for saying that, Dave. That's another fan base that doesn't show up late.
Part of Utah. Out of most fans, out of anywhere in the world, what fans have been interviewed and you heard them speak the most was Knicks fans. On local news stations, they interview Knicks fans. You're hearing the local radio station.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
ESPN every day. They're mainly talking New York squads. They're not.
But Knicks fans, like a random Knicks fan.
It's a lot of Knicks fans that call in. There's a lot of Knicks fans that call in. Not all. Of them
that's different. That's call-ins. That's not interviews. That's call-ins. And that like Mike Francesca gladly hangs up on because I hate him or whatever.
Not all of them can give you an intelligent response. Some are going to be like, you need to fire somebody. You need to fire his ass. Yo, man, he got to start balling hard, bro. That's what you're going to fucking get from a Knicks fan, yo. Like, so I got to lie and say none of them are knowledgeable. I think every base has their knowledge fans, for sure. But New York is up there if you could quantify it, but I don't think you can. You just can't quantify knowledge.
So, to put this one to,
I think you can.
what's the outcome of Game 6 tomorrow, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, ABC? Who's winning Game 6? Is this over, or are we going to Game 7?
Yeah, I think Vern was right.
I saw his post.
4-2.
What'd he say? I don't got Facebook.
Yeah,
I'm going to have to get it to promote this podcast, though. So what'd he say?
4-2.
4-2 Lakers.
Yeah. Yeah, and he did that early. He did that before the series started. He gave him 2 games.
Like,
I don't
Butler
know.
carried him last night. Butler and, not Hero, Robinson. Duncan
Robinson. Yeah. He had 28.
Carried the Heat last night. I don't know what happened to Hero last night. He just pulled it.
Hero hasn't had that big game yet either, though. Let's remember this.
He hasn't. But there, you see this right here? There's this much of a chance that Goran Dragic plays tomorrow.
He's not playing. He's not playing tomorrow.
I don't see it either, but I'm just saying there's a chance.
Yeah.
He needs to. But, like, think about it. Like, Bam had a bad game.
Yeah.
Hero had a bad game. And the Heat are only playing 7 guys.
Right.
And if you look at the Lakers supporting cast, they're not that good.
No, they're not. And Anthony Davis, it's all hinging on what Anthony Davis's foot or that heel that he's got that problem with is going to be looking like when game time comes around tomorrow.
Man,
all I got to say is go ahead, Dave.
My bad. He got one more game, Jay. That's it. They got to numb his ass up and send him out there for 25 minutes, yo. That's it, yo. Maybe 30.
Last point.
All I got to say is we seen that happen to somebody last year. His name's Kevin Durant. And they played him, and we seen what happened, right? And that's all I got to say.
Yo, that's the end of the first quarter. Boy, that was a long first quarter. But listen, man, hey, we got through our first quarter, baby. Let's give ourselves a round of applause on that. Hey, man. So, let's start the second quarter. I want to start this. This is going to be probably outside of Thomas's comfort zone because it's going back to football, but it's going to be more or less fantasy related as far as the Brooks League is concerned. So I know Dave has some information.
No, that's cool. I'll gladly weigh in.
Yeah, he wants to break down some information in regards to matchups as it pertains to our league to see who has the advantages, who's going to win. If you want to start that segment, Dave, you're free to go. I'm going to mute myself.
So, yeah, just looking at the matchups. I was just looking at them earlier. I have it here. So I'm going to say Gimme got me because Gimmy's got Mahomes going. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Gimmy's got me. Tommy's got you for sure. Tommy's going to blow you the fuck out. I'm calling Verb over Frank. I'm calling Drew over Gimme. And I'm calling John over Rick. So I just want to get that on there, on record.
All right. So I will concur. I do feel like I've got a tough matchup with Tommy. I'm looking at your matchup now. So you got Breeze versus Mahomes. Monday night primetime, you always get your best Drew Brees. So I'm just breaking it down just a little further in regards to the matchup. The Chargers, I feel like New Orleans can flip the field on the Chargers a little bit, you know, in certain aspects of the game. Because like I said, what's Justin Herbert? So is their starting quarterback. So I feel like, you know, again, he's shown that he's got some skills, no question about that. But I feel like they're playing in the Superdome. Fans are going to be in the stands this time. Remember that. This is a home game for New Orleans. First time with fans, with actual fans, not just family members, but fans will be in there to the capacity of 25%. So with that being the case, I feel like you get a better Drew Brees this week. There's a chance Michael Thomas plays. I don't think he'll suit up for this game. I think he's going to miss that another week. So you may not get him back till next week. But again, that hasn't really hurt them thus far. I think they've gone, 1-1 without Michael Thomas, I think. So I like Drew Brees not over Patrick Mahomes, of course, who's slated to get a 30. He's putting up a 30 spot at least on average, as opposed to Brees. But your wide receiver matchup, yeah, you lost that. You got Will Fuller. He's got DeAndre Hopkins against the Jets. Goodness gracious, yo, if DeAndre Hopkins doesn't have 2 scores, he's fired. Even though they are saying that this is supposed to be a Kenyon Drake game because the Jets should have the Arizona Cardinals have their way. Huh?
Gonna run it, yeah.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of running in this game, more so than DeAndre Hopkins. So I believe he gets a score, but I believe Kenyon Drake and Kyler Murray themselves should have probably 3 or 4 scores between the both of them in this game against the Jets. But you got Cooper Kupp on your side versus Malcolm Brown. That's a push, in my opinion. Matter of fact, I'll give the edge to Cooper Kupp because I think he gets more of the underneath work. They're playing the former Washington Redskins, the Washington football team now, as they're aforementioned. I had to put that plug out there. We haven't mentioned their new no name as of yet. So I'll give that plug to Cooper Kupp actually by a slight margin. Freeman, Devontae Freeman versus Ezekiel Elliott. I'm going to be honest with you, man. Yo, I'm saying this right now on the national podcast that the New York Football Giants are going to beat my Dallas Cowboys this weekend. Put your money where your mouth is. I'm putting 50 on it. $50. I will show you the bet tomorrow morning when I make it. The Giants are going to beat the Cowboys. No question.
I thought about making that bet. But not 50. I'll put 5 on it, but not 50.
Put your money up. You are going to get paid. The Dallas Cowboys are trash. They are fucking garbage. They are garbage. Is there anything that I could even play for that? I'll play the applause button for that because the Cowboys, yes, thank you. They are trash. They are fucking garbage. So at the end of the day, I'm telling you right now, if you out there and you need to place a bet, I'm sorry, I'm getting off topic, but if you need to place a bet this weekend that you need some money, you put that money on the New York Football Giants because they are going to win outright against the Dallas Cowboys this week. Go.
Okay. I wanted to segue this. Who were the rest? Oh, the Washington National Football Team playing? Yeah. Who are they playing?
The
Rams. The Rams.
Yeah, they're playing the Rams.
All right. I got a trivia question for y'all, right? How many quarterbacks have the Redskins had?
Segment, but go ahead, go.
No, I'm gonna segue to my segment. So how many starting quarterbacks have the Redskins had since 1999?
22. 19.
Close, Jay. You want to hear them? Okay.
Do I want to hear the list? No, but go ahead.
I'm giving it to you.
Go.
Wait, okay. All right, wait. Brad Johnson, Jeff George, Tony Banks, Shane Matthews, Patrick Ramsey, Danny Werfel, Tim Hasselbeck, Mark Brunell, Jason Campbell, Todd Collins, McNabb, Rex Grossman, John Beck, Robert Griffin, Kirk Cousins, Colt McCoy, Alex Smith, Josh Johnson, Case Keenum, Dwayne Haskins, and Kyle Allen. 21.
That's 21.
Yep. 21.
Wow. Damn, I had 2 at first. Wow. I said 22 and went down to 19. Interesting. All right, listen, before you go into that, because we can break that whole situation down. God, that is a list of average-ass quarterbacks.
We don't have to.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, we don't have to. We don't. I have a list of coaches, too. We'll break that down later.
Yeah. Gaskin. Is that Miles Gaskin? Let me see. Versus Melvin Gordon. He's the running back for Miami. He's actually not too bad, but either way. Yeah, Melvin Gordon on that. Kittle versus Ertz. No question, is the man there. Zach Ertz has been terrible. Now, the first time I ever picked this guy up, he hurts me every year. I get him, he's trash. Whatever. All right, so Jerry Jeudy versus David Montgomery, who's already played. Montgomery probably has the matchup on that one because he scored a 15. Jerry Jeudy, I don't expect to really do that much against New England, but he could do a little better than what his projection is. And, of course, your kickers and your defenses are pretty much a lock together. Yeah, you're right. You're going to lose that matchup for the most part if things go the way they should. Yeah. We'll break down these a little later. What was your segment that you wanted to go into real quick before we hit halftime? Tom.
Who me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The head coach since 1999.
For the Washington.
Norv Turner, 94. Mm-hmm. For the Washington Red. Sorry, gotta be. This is a politically correct podcast. For the Washington Redskins, Norv Turner, 94 to 2000, 49, 59, and 1. Terry Bisky, 1 and 2. Marty Schottenheimer, 8 and 8. Steve Spurrier, 12 and 20. Joe Gibbs, 30 and 34. Jim Zorn, 12 and 20. Mike Shanahan, 24 and 40. Jay Gruden, 35 and 49.
Damn, yo.
Trivia question.
What happened, Dave?
It sounds like what?
I said that sounds like there should have been a cloud track right behind that list.
I didn't bother looking up the quarterback records because it's not worth it.
No, please don't.
No, don't.
I didn't bother.
Don't.
Jason Campbell had a pretty decent season with y'all. Alex Smith definitely had a winning record with y'all.
So this is my question: why are we starting Cal Allen instead of Alex Smith? When Alex Smith, and I know y'all read the article on ESPN.com about him. Yeah. How he went through like 18 surgeries.
Yeah, I saw the
just to come back.
E60 on him. It's amazing.
I did too. And come on, man. And then Ron Rivera was like, "We didn't give up on Dwayne Haskins." Yes, you did.
Yeah, you did.
Stop lying.
Yeah.
Yo, coaches are such liars. I hate it. I hate it. I feel like Tariq about his dad in Power. Like, you're just a liar. Like, I just want to kill Daniel Snyder. I just want to pop him in his club. And like, get out of here, yo. Get out of here.
Yo.
Get out, yo. Just get out, yo.
So what's the next topic? Yeah. Yeah, we covered basketball. All there is to cover there at this point in time. Football. Do we want to pick? We want to pick games.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yo, who's your lock for the shock lock?
The Rams. The Rams.
The Rams.
You know where they playing, right?
Yeah, we know.
All right, okay. That's my lock. The Rams. Okay, go ahead, y'all.
Yeah. No, I bet like What about your shocker? You got a shock and a lock. So you got a lock team and you got a shock team.
Oh, read the games off.
Oh, hold on. You got Miami, San Francisco, Rams at the Washington football team, Cincinnati at Baltimore, Jacksonville at Houston, Giants at Cowboys, Broncos at Pats, Chargers at Saints, Panthers at Falcons, Raiders at Chiefs, and hold up.
I say Chargers at Saints is my shock. That's my shock.
My shock is going to be Jacksonville at Texans. I mean, yeah.
How is that a shock?
Oh, and the Colts and the Browns.
That's not a shock.
Nah, you would expect it to win that game, even though they're 0-4.
The NFL is in trouble. Huh? What you say?
You said Raiders and Chiefs? You said Raiders over Chiefs?
No, I said Chargers over Saints is my shock.
Oh, I got Raiders over Chiefs, yo.
Really?
Raiders my
Wow.
shock.
Yeah, division
And
rival. Yeah, makes sense.
yeah, my lock will be the Rams as well. Sorry, Diz.
Hey, don't apologize to me, motherfucker. I ain't Daniel Snyder. Motherfucker. Yeah, take
My,
him.
my lock has to be the Cardinals. Cardinals over the Jets. That's a lock.
Yo, is Bell coming back this week
Yo,
or no?
wait. All right, so
I mean, not that it matters.
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yo, nigga, they can have my nigga. Yo, they can have Alexander Graham Bell running for them. And Yo, wait, okay. Cream, should we talk about the MVP race or what?
We'll hit that topic in a few.
I actually studied this and got notes, but we'll hit it in a few minutes.
Good. You're gonna need your notes, but we'll study that. We'll go into all of that after we come back from halftime. So I need you to get your sponsors together, both of you, because you're gonna have to read those off. But
I don't have any. Nobody was sponsoring me. I'm a POS.
Okay. Well, you're Ernie Johnson. Dave, you got a sponsor?
All right, go.
My segment tonight is actually going to be sponsored by Park Vodka. Have you ever woke up in a park and not know where you're at? Want to? Drink Park Vodka.
All right. Well, so much for the professionalism. That's out the window. Oh, Park Vodka. Isn't it distilled in Edison? Or is that Majorska?
Distilled in Edison?
They both are. As far as I know.
Yeah.
As far as I remember, they were.
Yeah, Edison is
well,
getting,
we're not going to get into that
Jersey,
this part.
Shout out to Edison, New Jersey. Y'all getting hella love tonight.
Yeah, Edison. Shout out to Edison, man.
A lot of fun out there in the mean streets of Edison.
Fact. That's a fact.
Running rampant on Route 1.
Oh, 7.
All right, we're gonna start the third quarter now. MVP race, and I'm gonna save you for last, Tom, because you have detailed notes. Me, I'm just going off a feel. So I'm gonna let Dave start this segment as far as who he feels his MVP is right now through week 4, going into week 5. Go.
All right. So I ain't no idiot, man. I don't even know where this conversation came from. So yeah, I like Russell Wilson a lot, but I still think Mahomes is the MVP. I'm sorry. He's by far above and beyond best quarterback in the league. He just hasn't had to show it this year because he's had a decent running game and a pretty good defense. Russell Wilson is a super tight number 2 in my eyes. Russell Wilson, I see why everybody's saying, oh, yeah, he should be the MVP. But to be honest, I think that's more shock from the beginning of the season when he was doing the 2 5-touchdown games. You know, those are just aberrations. Followed up third, I would say Josh Allen. It would be probably Christian McCaffrey if, you know, he was healthy or he was playing. But I say right now it's Josh Allen rounding out the third spot. Yeah. What you got?
All right, so for me, and no, I hear what you're saying. No, the number 1 guy as of right now, the correct answer technically is going to be Russell Wilson. I mean, for crying out loud, the guy's got 15, 16 touchdowns. I think he's already thrown through the
16.
So 16 touchdowns. I believe that's the most since Peyton Manning, I think, back when he had that crazy season in 2013. That's pretty much where he sits as of right now. So if you look at that aspect of it and think about it, he's not dinking and dunking down the field. This man's going long. Like his passes, he's got so many throws. I think he like leads the league in a certain category, I think, for passes over 20 yards. I forgot what
he does. Yes, he does.
Yeah, as far as his deep passer rankings are concerned and some things of that nature, he's head and shoulders above. Number 2 for me, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers. And here's the reason why I go Aaron Rodgers, because the way he's playing right now, he looks like that Aaron Rodgers that I wanted to draft and never got. But then when I got him, he was the Aaron Rodgers that we didn't want. You know, typical me. I always draft the guy who's hot and sexy, and then he sucks when he gets on my team. But they're 4-0, and they're making teams look pretty bad, you know, in the midst of the whole situation. But Aaron Rodgers is head and shoulders the reason, because again, look at his wide receiving core. They're 4-0. Who are they throwing the ball to? Alan Lazard, who's now on IR. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Devontae Adams has been out for the last 2 games, so they're throwing the ball to Aaron Jones. They're throwing it to Bruce Irvin or whatever the guy's name. I don't know these guys. I don't know them. So this guy he's completing passes. Now this guy, Robert, what's that tight end that had 3 touchdowns on Monday night? Yeah. Like, he's making stars out of people like that are just like would be practice squad players. You wouldn't know these guys on any other team. So to me, Aaron Rodgers is probably that number 2 spot. Number 3, I'm gonna have to say Josh Allen. And I know this is crazy because Patrick Mahomes is not on my list, but if you're looking at the numbers only, Josh Allen is balling. He's balling, right now. So at the end of the day, again, I don't have all the numbers.
No. Yo, you want to know a crazy stat? Ever thrown a pick inside the red zone, ever.
Here you go. Good enough for me. That's a stat that I'll take. So those are my 3 MVPs right now. As far as I'm concerned, Tom, it's all on you.
I think he's muted.
Whoops, sorry. So they're all basically all the guys you named. Well, one, I got Russell Wilson. Yo, this is nuts. Russell Wilson, 75% completion, 1,285 yards, 16 touchdowns, 2 picks, 82.5 QBR, 136.7 passer rating. Okay. Wilson, like you said, Jay, he tied Peyton Manning's record, 16 touchdowns through the first 4 games, 30 more points in 4 straight games. 4-0 for the first time since 2013. Second is Josh Allen. 71% completion percentage, 1,326 yardage, 12 touchdowns, 1 pick, 87 QBR, 122.7 passer rating. Aaron Rodgers, 70. Oh, wait. Sorry, I forgot this about Josh Allen. Bills are 4-0 for the first time since 2008. Forgot about that. Sorry. Aaron Rodgers, 70.5% completion, 12-14 yardage, 13 touchdowns, no picks, 92.8 QBR, 128.4 passer rating. He had 327 yards and 4 touchdowns last week without Adams or Lazard. Oh, they're 4-0 as well. All of these guys are 4-0, by the way. Mahomes is 4th, 67.3 percentage, 1134 yardage, 11 touchdowns, no picks, 87.5 QBR, 114.1 passer rating. The Chiefs are the only team to start 4-0 for 4 consecutive seasons in NFL history. Didn't know that till I did the research yesterday. Thought that was a pretty cool stat. So, I don't know. Russell Wilson, man. I mean, I thought last year he was the best quarterback in the NFL. I'm riding with that. I have his jersey. I bought from. Thank you, Cream. I still have it. I have his jersey. I think he's the best. He didn't get the Sierra curse. Remember how Amari got it and 50 Cent got it and Bow Wow got it? He didn't get it. He like just had another kid with Sierra. It's just like she gave him mojo or something. Like I don't know. It's just weird.
I mean, look,
So
it's possible. It didn't work. It didn't work for Tony Romo when he was dating Jessica Simpson. I can tell you that shit.
he got better. He got better when he left her.
Yeah, I know. That was
He
the
got
opposite.
better. If you think of, yeah. So the Sierra curse is non-existent.
Nah.
And for me to pick, I don't know. I mean, we could pull strings from last year, but Lamar Jackson should have got it. But Russell Wilson, man, I don't know. He's impressive. He's like a Madden quarterback. Like the things we would do with him in Madden, just run around until somebody gets open and just toss it. Or if nobody gets open, we just run with him.
Yeah.
And he won't fumble when you
70.
run with him. You don't even have to slide.
Yeah, but he's under control.
What you say, Dave? What you say? Yeah.
I said he had that 7.
And he's accurate. And he got a cannon arm.
Yeah. No question. I mean, again, he's on point with it. He's on point with it. No question about it. So, but no,
I think he's the best quarterback. I think he's the best quarterback in football right now.
He is. He is, because it's never over, man. He can take off. He just has such control of that offense, even when it looks like he's in chaos. He's playing in himself, under control, finding open guys, making plays with his feet, which is dangerous. He's dangerous. And he has every tool. He has all the tools because he can throw the ball deep for accuracy, which Lamar Jackson cannot do at this stage in his career. He has all the tools. Lamar Jackson is a better runner than he is, but he is not a better passer at this stage of his career, and he's the current.
No.
So,
I think the three best pure passers in the league right now are Wilson, Rodgers, and Mahomes.
Yeah,
that's the three best pure passers.
100%.
I mean, if you want to throw Breeze in there, but I think Breeze kind of fell off a little bit.
Breeze has fell off.
Breeze ain't the same guy.
Yeah, he lost a little bit.
He's not the same guy. So,
yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
Age is catching up with him.
Yeah, you can tell. He lost a little bit on his fastball. His ball is not what it used to be. You can just tell in these short 4 weeks, he has not been comfortable throwing the ball downfield. He's pulled up several times when he had and I understand coverage will dictate that as well, but there's been certain aspects of it where he had guys wide open and he just didn't feel comfortable letting that ball go. Like there's something going on. You could tell a lot of his stats have been coming from underneath throws going to Kamara, to his tight ends. They're working in Tyson Hill. They're doing all kind of stuff to kind of mask the fact that Breeze is getting old. And they're trying to salvage the situation, in my opinion. That's what it looks like, because when he's out there, it's touch and go. It's 50-50 whether, the ball is going to look like it's coming out with velocity or not. So
let me ask you a question. So say if that was a black quarterback doing that for that long, and he said, I want to play till I'm 40. You think that'll slide?
I don't know. I'm not going to get into the race conversation about black and white and all that. What'd you say, Dave?
No, we should. It's a podcast. We should. But go ahead.
I said, didn't Randall and Warren Moon play into their 40s?
Right. But then, I'm talking. But that was then.
What's the difference?
But Warren Moon played for another league for mad years before that. And who's the other guy you said? I heard you.
Randall Cunningham.
Yeah, but he ran for a line, then he became a pocket passer, and he was a backup his last 5-6 years. It wasn't a starter end of his prime. He had 3
years. Didn't he go to the NFC Championship game? The Vikings?
Yeah, but after that, he played for the Ravens, and he played for the Dallas Cowboys for 6 years after that. He wasn't a starter after that.
The Ravens was the downturn of his career.
What?
His career.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Black guys have a downside. White guys don't. If white guys are a star, they don't have a downside. Black guys have a downside. They're like, oh, all right.
What you talking
Okay, you're
about?
good.
Wait,
Warren Moon, whatever.
You just gave us a list of 22 quarterbacks from your team that had all downsides. They all had downsides.
What?
Yeah.
They sucked from the beginning, though. They didn't have
That's
a
not
prime.
true.
They're not Hall
That's
of
not
Famers.
true. Mark Brunell was a very good
Who's the Hall
quarterback.
of?
Donovan McNabb was a very good
Is
quarterback. Alex Smith was a very good quarterback.
Are they Hall of
Cutler
Famers?
the downside.
Yeah.
You're talking Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Most Hall of Famers really don't have bad endings of the careers or bad careers. Most of the Hall of Famers, if you look at their careers, they were smart enough to go out the field when they were still good.
Yeah.
But these guys are Brady's pushing it. I'm sorry. He looks his age for the
Randall Cunningham's not a Hall of Famer, though. He's not.
Randall was 30-yard sprints. Yo, nah, bro. Randall was something else, yo.
He's not in the Hall of Fame. He was my favorite quarterback, but he's not in the Hall of Fame. He won't be. It's just a fact.
He should be in the Hall of Fame.
All right. Think about it like this, right? You're right, and I'm gonna tell you why you're right. Okay, how many prime years did Steve Young have? And it'll shock you how many he had. You say 7,
Prime
8
years? Would you say
prime
8?
years?
Say 8?
3.
8, right? Only reason he's in the Hall of Fame because he had Super Bowl ring and he won 2 MVPs. But do you think that Randall Cunningham was a better quarterback than Steve Young? Let me ask you that. Think about this.
No.
Steve Young had Jerry Rice. Steve Young had Jerry Rice, though. Who did Randall Cunningham have? But Randall Cunningham had Moss and Carter to tail in his career. Think about this.
I still think Steve Young's better.
Is it? Whoa.
Keep being as tight ends ever, bro. You better stop, yo.
Yo, think about this. This is a good debate. Like, all right, think about this. And we can compare Steve Young and Randall's numbers.
Go ahead.
I'm not saying that Steve Young didn't have a better career. What happened to this? He froze.
Oh no. Yo, Tom, you still there? You got that dumb look on your face, man. You good? Well, we can debate until he comes back. But go ahead.
Look, look, I didn't say that Randall was better than Steve Young.
Right.
Steve Young was a better quarterback than Cunningham. He just had better years, better weapons, better coaching, and came into a better situation.
Right.
He just came on Montana's heels. They were trying to rebuild with Cunningham. And, yeah, Philadelphia in them years, they never really had top-notch receivers.
Right. No. I mean, if I look up and I'm looking at it now as far as Randall Cunningham's numbers versus Steve Young, I mean, the eye test alone, again, tells me that Steve Young is the better quarterback of the two. I don't care. I mean, again, I understand the point that Tom's trying to make, but I mean, at the end of the day, listen, your talent is your talent. At the end of the day, you're still the person distributing the football, though. So
yeah.
When it's all said and done, whether he had Jerry Rice or not, or whether he had, I don't care who he had. Jerry Rice is the best wide receiver in NFL history. But at the end of the day, if you can't throw him the ball, he's not going to have any stats to speak of. So, that comes from quarterback play. And Steve Young was a very, very good quarterback for a good period of time and won Super Bowls, which Randall Cunningham did not win. So at the end of the day, when you're directly responsible for distributing the football on 2 Super Bowl winning teams, I don't care what you say as far as I'm concerned, you're the better quarterback of the 2.
Right.
So I don't even think Randall Cunningham is better than Jim Kelly, who is the Bills' best quarterback of all time, in my opinion. I don't think Randall Cunningham is better than Jim Kelly. He's not.
I think they were closer to equal playing field than a lot of people were.
Yeah,
Kelly was chest, head, and shoulders above Randall. To me, honestly, Randall is one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time because he was honestly the first dude that put me onto that running quarterback type deal.
Yeah,
I was Tarkenton. And Young, I didn't really see a lot of Young's games because I would see the Eagles twice a year because, they played the Giants
right
all the time. I would see them twice a year on TV, and I'd be able, and I don't know. I was a Randall fan. It was just first time I ever saw a quarterback using every part of his body instead of just being that drop back passer.
Right.
This word.
No, I got him back. But no. So if I'm looking up the stats, and I'll wait for Tom to get back in here, I guess, so I can.
Yeah.
You know, my favorite personally was Michael Vick. He was my favorite dual threat quarterback of all time. I mean, and again, like I said, the reason why he is your favorite is because of Randall Cunningham. You don't have Michael Vick without Randall Cunningham. So the correct answer probably is Randall Cunningham as far as, you know, your favorite person of that position. But here's the stats for both of you in regards to this. Tom, you good? You good?
Yeah, sorry about that. My phone. My phone shut off. I'm good. Yeah, go ahead. My bad.
So Randall Cunningham comes in at number 2, and Steve Young comes in at number 3. So technically, by way of the statistics, or from
and rushing yards.
I'm just talking about overall as far as the stats are concerned by this particular analysis. So the analysis says the first quarterback to really showcase.
Okay, go ahead.
The first quarterback to really showcase game-breaking running ability on a consistent basis was Randall Cunningham. Fueled by his motto, "I'll be scrambling," Cunningham gave defenses fits once he broke out of the pocket. The former 1985 second-round pick amassed an incredible 4,928 rushing yards on an NFL quarterback record of 775 rushes in his 16-year career. That included 2 Most Valuable Player awards. I forgot about those 2 MVPs. So, yeah, again.
Yeah, he did win MVP twice. Yes, he did.
Yeah. So, Cunningham, let me see, 3rd highest quarterback total of 924 yards in his 122-game Philadelphia career. He rushed for 4,482 yards and 32 touchdowns with an amazing 6.6 yards per carry. So that's Randall Cunningham's statistical number. Steve Young, real quick. Of course, he's a Hall of Famer. Surgical passer who still holds the NFL career quarterback rating record. You can never forget his running exploits, too. A great athlete blessed with a rocket left arm and a sprinter speed.
It's 90.
What?
It's 96. It's 96 point something, right? His career passer rating, right?
I don't know. It doesn't mention it here. But yeah, it does say that luckily the future Super Bowl MVP stayed at quarterback on his way to Canton. Early in his career, Young had to use his running prowess to literally run for his life behind a porous Tampa Bay Bucks offensive line. Damn, I forgot he played for the Bucks, yo.
Yeah.
Their careers are really closer than people think they are.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Jay.
Bill Walsh said about making Young into a more complete quarterback, which led to some heated conversations about the free-wheeling quarterback at the time, leaving the pocket too early. The gold jacket clad Young still holds an NFL record for the most career rushing touchdowns by a quarterback at 43. Finished plus he had an additional 4,239 rushing yards and 5.9 yards per carry. So just under Randall Cunningham there.
And that all-important ring.
He's got the ring though. And that, to me, sets him apart because at the end of the day, I get what you're saying about Randall Cunningham, but at the end of the day, he was not a better passer than Steve Young.
Yeah, I never said he was. No, better passer.
I don't know. I mean, that's all subjective because Randall Cunningham had a stronger arm, but he's not more accurate than Steve Young. You're right.
Right.
But this like Jerry Rice and Randall Cunningham. I mean, Randy Moss and Jerry Rice is like, but Steve Young was in his prime when he had Jerry Rice. Randall Cunningham was at the tail end of his prime when he had Randy Moss and Chris Carter.
Right.
So, and let's not forget, Steve Young came under Joe Montana and Bill Walsh. Let's not forget that. Randall Cunningham came up under Buddy Ryan.
Right.
Okay.
Hold up.
So, I mean, I don't know. This is highly debatable. This is really. I think it's a good debate. I really think it's a great debate.
It is. It's a debate we're gonna have to have for another time because we are going into. Sounds like the witching hour at this point. We're about to to hit the fourth quarter. So the clock is ticking. Fourth quarter. How do we want to play this, fellas? What's the last and final topic? Should we do something off sports, like something that has nothing to do with sports? Should we talk about, friendships, relationships? Should we?
I think Dave. I think Dave wants to do his. I think Dave has something special for us, Jay.
Oh, wait! Let me ring that bell again. Oh.
Thank you, my friends.
All right. Hey, Dave.
This is going to be an ongoing thing. Hopefully, if we keep this going, it's going to be called "I Have Spoken," and it is spoken word poetry. Being the fact this is our session, and that everything with the NFL going on, I thought I'd debut my newest poem called "So You Want to Be a Jets Fan," and it goes like this.
Holy shit.
All right, here we go, guys. So you want to be a Jets fan. Tell me, what's the next plan? To fuck up your draft and just pray to get the next man? Because you draft guys who go on the IR just from having fucking sex, man? Every fan that buy a ticket to one of your fucking games gets scammed. So you want to be a Jets fan. Let Jamal Adams leave because your owner's a cheapskate. And y'all whole damn defense soft for the cheesecake. I know y'all really playing for that Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes. That's why every week y'all get served up like beef steaks. But you want to be a Jets fan. Talking about y'all about to blast off. Y'all number one receiver is the Washington football team cast off. Everybody in the AFC East is laughing our ass off. Y'all got Fireman Ed sitting in front of his oven, not turning the gas off. But you want to be a Jets fan. I felt so bad for y'all, I wasn't even getting on you. But now your whole fan base is fucking jetting on you. Most NFL squads try to set records on you. Even Vegas bookies don't even want to be betting on you. But you want to be a Jets fan. But your Jets is in flames. Coach playing players who already came up lame in the game. Your running back only care about his personal fame. Jets fans, tell me, what are y'all place to blame? But y'all want to be a Jets fan. Gase stuck with Bell, wish he'd give his ass back. And the whole run game went to hell on the fast track. Whenever the Jets play, just cue up a laugh track. As my man Izzy said, your franchise is sad. So you want to be a Jets fan. Respect.
Oh, you can unmute yourself, Tom.
Yo, what? Yo. I can't.
Wow.
Yo, I can't. Yo.
Wow.
Where's my weed? Where's my weed?
Wow. I need.
Yo, give me a
I need the remix. Yo, I need the remix.
Give me a Frank. Yo, that was cold blooded.
Woo! They gonna hate you for that one, Lord, man. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
They gonna hate you. They gonna hate you, cuz.
All year about them, yo.
That was pretty good though.
That was dope. That was actually dope.
Thank you, man.
That was.
I gotta give you your props on that one and
Thank you. I worked on it for a whole day and a half. Took me 2 blocks.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie.
I was about to say how much weed did it take you? I was about to ask you.
Yeah, I got nothing for that. I got nothing for that. So I'm gonna be honest with you. This will probably be a good place to end this podcast for episode number 1 because that right there just bars.
Yo, are we about to do episode 2? Because I know we only have 40 minutes for 1. We got to do 2.
Yeah,
it's only right, man.
Yeah, but we ain't gonna do it today. So again, we'll
oh, come on,
nah, man. No, we can't do it.
It's my birthday.
Why not? Why not? Because
first of all, I need to feed my kid, I have to pee. I'm an old man, so I got old man problems. You know what I mean? So,
True.
yeah.
Oh, you're right. No, you're right.
But
Yeah, dad tonight.
I think this was a really, really good first start, and I hope everybody that's gonna tune in is gonna appreciate it. Take it for what it's worth. Look, we're just three guys that's giving our opinion on some of the things that in sports that we care about, and and hopefully you guys can share some of it, and give us topics and stuff like that you want to hear about, stuff that you want to know about that interests you. We'll try to shout it out, man, and give you guys some feedback in regards to it. So hit us, man. You know how to reach us. Triple threats, the triangle offense, my nigga.
Okay. I hope. Well, never mind. We'll talk later. I was just wondering how I can watch this later while I smoke.
Yeah, of course. I'll be uploading it. It'll be on YouTube. It'll be in the WhatsApp chat for the fellas and everything, so they'll be able to watch it back. But after everything gets done, I'll chop it up and we'll get it hand delivered. You know what I mean? Hand delivered.
Word up.
So any closing words?
No, I'm glad we did this, man. This was a project that we came up with last year. Trip Chicane. I'm glad we finally, after it only took us a whole year and a couple of months.
I know.
Track with it. But like the lazy motherfuckers we are. But eventually, we got on track with it. And I'm glad, I gotta say, man, my two best friends, yo, sitting right here on the screen, yo, this is it, man. Triple threat, yo. This is yo.
T Nice.
Yeah, all I gotta say is I guess every Saturday we on it. Obviously today we ran a roadblocks about the scheduling, but yeah, every Saturday, man. So next Saturday, I think we'll get better every Saturday, bro. Like with Ty.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I like the way you ran it. Jay, I like the way I word up. I like the way you ran it. So to keep us in line and stuff. Sorry, my shit cut off. My phone just turned off. I don't know why.
Hey, man, technical difficulties.
My
Man.
phone never does. My phone never does this. It's so weird. So yeah, man. I'm looking forward to watching it later. I'm definitely gonna and watch it later. So we on it.
All right. Well, listen, man. At the end of the day, we appreciate you guys watching. We appreciate you guys being on, man. You know what I mean? Like, yo, this is us, man. This is gonna be the three of us, the three amigos, man. Whatever. Like I said, we got this, yo. So a toast to more episodes to come. You know what I mean? So, but until next time.
RIP Prob.
Yeah, man. RIP Prob, man. For real, man. Shout out.
RIP Prob. RIP Big Mo. RP, so let's say we're RP everybody, man. RP, man.
Shout out to
everybody.
the Renaissance, man. Shout out to the Renaissance. You know what I mean? Sure. Yo, man, we're gonna get out of here.
Shout out
next week. Be ready. We got more topics for you, more shit to talk about. So y'all stay tuned, all right? And we out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2.